Okay, so that's upside down. One thing at a time. Let's see what shows up on here. Let's see what we're hearing and seeing. I can hear the game. Okay, so I can hear myself as well. Okay, so let's mute this and then I'll get started. And I should probably plug this in. So give me a second. This, I believe, is my first stream since having COVID, which was definitely not a good time. So let me get stuff set up, not to mention my room is in a complete disarray. So we have a lot going on. I just don't know how long the stream is going to be. So we'll see. Because, as you may or may not be able to tell, I am exhausted. And a little bit congested. So, let's see what we can do about the camera. Because it's definitely in a weird place. Does that need to come up a little bit? Okay. Maybe it's this one? Nope. Who's being weird? I mean, it's definitely at an angle somehow. Okay, this is what we're doing. So, my room is in such disarray that I can't sit in my chair, like my gaming chair. So, I will obviously be sitting over in my bed somewhere with all the children in complete disarray. So that's something that's definitely happening. I think because of that window, the lighting's gonna be weird. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of talking happening, just so that you guys know. But hopefully everyone's doing well. I'm hanging in there. Let's move some stuff around. Because the best thing would be for me to be in this little corner here. That's what my mind is telling me. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Let's see, I let all these stuffed animals be in my bed to be a bumper so that my children don't get dirty up against the wall there. Okay, so if I'm over here, you can't see me. You can only see half of me. And the camera is so far away. Is this even comfortable? Let's see. Before I start placing things. Yeah. This'll do for today. I can deal with that. So it's just a matter of moving the camera. Yeah. So yes, if you have any questions about my COVID experience, feel free to ask. I'd be happy to share that with you. Because I don't want anyone to have to experience what I had to experience. And I could almost definitely tell you that I got it being unmasked at San Diego Comic-Con, which I was not unmasked the entire time. I was only unmasked the last 3 days because I started to lose my voice because I was constantly speaking, and I just wanted people to be able to hear me and me not to have to push it because it had gotten to the point where it hurt. It hurt to speak. So, and that was literally my job. So I couldn't really do anything about that. And I wasn't really taking care of myself either. So, like, let's not be super cray. But I have been negative for 3 days now. So that's exciting. I went to the urgent care yesterday to have them check me out to make sure that there was nothing else going on. Just because I still have congestion. I have a little bit of rash on my butt. Which I don't know what the scenario was there. I don't know if they just really didn't want me to show them my butt or what, but I was just like, so, because you haven't seen it, what do you think about that? And they were like, just keep the area clean and it should go away. And if not, go see your primary care physician. And I was just like, you just don't want to delve into my buttocks. It's fine. So the reason why I'm having to do all these gymnastics right now is because my room is a full mess. Like, if I showed you the rest of the room right now, like, no, you can't, yeah, absolutely nothing. You can't get to anything. Okay. Alright, so this is what we're going to be doing. Yeah. For today and for the next coming days and stuff like that. So, yes. So, what else do we need to talk about before we get into this? Oh, so I put Road to PAX West because I was invited to work it, but I'm super broke right now and I owe people money right now. I just don't know if that's going to happen. And I think I only have a couple weeks to figure that out. And I don't have any, like, I don't really have any jobs coming up, so that makes that super tough. But I figured, in light of that, I would play some Square Enix games, because that's who I would be working with there. I kind of feel like I feel the bathroom, even though I feel like I just did. So we'll just see how all that goes. So while I had the COVID, I was told I should try, because I had hives. The hives just came back last night / this morning, which is the first time in the last couple of weeks that I'd had them. Because I was eating, I want to say, an all vegan, plant-based diet. I was eating out, because, food is being brought to me. But all that money's run out, so I can't really do that as much. Plus, it is really expensive. So if I do order out, I go to pick it up.
Maeve over there's the best thing to happen to Hideaway since well, ever. she's got a smile like sunshine, and she can pull an ale like no other.
That's not Vivian. Did I get any good new songs? This might be new. Play that and listen to whatever he has to say.
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? It's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Of course I would.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
And I guess that's where we're going. I feel like last time I played this, I was supposed to go see somebody about something. Like I had done a quest for them and I needed to go. You're like, I did
A
it.
sea voyage this time, is it? I can lend you an oilskin if you're looking to keep the salt off your back.
Typical nobles, cowering behind their walls rather than joining the fight.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Same way they never heard about us, I expect. A part of me thought Drake's head might be the last crystal we ever cracked. But I'm glad I was wrong.
The Angel of Death, a traitor coming by the way of Caer Norvent, met with a troop of cursebreakers traveling in opposite directions and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through the pass, sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. Okay. And I think this might be the same. I don't know if there's a way to do that.
How are you doing? Here you go. Always something in there.
A way to do it, or they're just letting you know and just you can go to those areas.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Which eventually I guess
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Shall we talk?
All yours. All done?
Or should I have read that? Maybe.
There are new billets being put.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
Mm-hmm.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Okay, so they definitely want me to talk to her, but I want to do these side things first.
I could have sworn we had a few more.
Plus, there are things that you're supposed to do regularly. So, like, let's check on that.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
All quiet in the Dominion. All quiet in the Dominion. The Dalnecks and the Imperials are to stand off. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realized what a stinking pile of chocobo poop they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you apprised, Gav. We love Gav. A flame none brighter. A flame none brighter, my lord Marquess. Marquess? I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus, but certainly you can understand that you're the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our union, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed into Stillwind as many years ago, true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others were lost that might night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and am proud to stand alongside you once again. Wade. Oh, I'm gonna Wade. An apple a day. An apple a day, the fruits of her labors. Lad from the yard ran up a basket of martels just this morning, sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze. They were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. Was it time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these? What for their foul bite, but for him, it never were about the flavor, but about what they represented. Our ability to make it on our own, and look at us now, Sid would be proud, Otto. That reminds me, I wanted to look up. I made something to eat today, and I wanted to make 2 servings of it. And it was so big, I split it into 4, but I also don't necessarily need to do that. Like, I was curious as to what. Yeah, so technically, but it's funny because in here it looks so small. I think I just messed up because instead of making overnight oats, I made it as oatmeal. So I think maybe what I'll do is I might have one of the other halves for my next meal. I'm just trying to look at the other breakfast that they have on here. Yeah, it's so weird. And maybe that's just it's just the difference between, in the way that you make it. Yeah, because, like, the serving that I had today, like, it filled the bowl. So, but I want to make sure I get all those nutrients and stuff like that, so I'll probably eat the other ones overnight. I don't think this really is anything, but I don't know.
It's bad without all the bloody dust. That monster's taken quite a liking to it.
Did you come to borrow a book, Sid? Because you can't have this one till we've finished.
Ew. Maybe he
Is
didn't
there
have
something I
for
might
us?
assist you with, Clive? I have a few new notes that might interest you. What subject shall we consider today?
Let's read about Byron. Okay, younger brother of the late Archduke Elwyn and warden of Port Isold, a thriving trading port in the south of Rosaria. Byron inherited a small fortune from his noble family, which he built into a large one by virtue of his mercantile wiles and adventurous spirit. There's not a trading house, not a tap house in Valencia, and beyond that does not have a tale to tell of Lord Byron Roscoe. Younger brother of the late Archduke Eldwin and the warden of Port Isolde, after the duchy was incorporated to the empire, and Byron, stripped of his titles, he shut himself away in his manor, and gladly volunteered every gill of the onerous taxes and tariffs with which he was newly burdened, all to avoid drawing the empire's ire, and to keep their attention from his support for the guardians of the flame. Okay, so we'll just leave it at that for now.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
And then let's go see this person. Go to the store. And then go to Martha's Rest for the other thing.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Karen's here? Okay. Oh, she's right here. Alright.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He doesn't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Okay.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
Do we have anything to sell? I can't tell if it means that I have 2 of those or not. I kind of want to get rid of that. Is that crazy? Because of the money. The Berserkers of Southern Ash, known for their fearlessness on the field of battle, were known to wear these rings not only on their fingers but pierced all over their bodies from head to toe. Scholars now believe that a natural courage they displayed was a result of extended exposure to the concentrated aether imbued in this jewelry. That poisoned the blood of its non-bearer wearers and induced madness that ultimately became associated with battle frenzy. Temporarily increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. Yeah, I do. Let's sell it.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
Rude. I mean, I have a lot of money now. Let's see what she has to purchase. Yeah, let's get that.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
I do probably need to get potions, but like, let's go see dude.
Come again.
It's just taking
Oh,
quite a
don't.
liking to Lady
I'm not
Karen.
much bothered either way.
Back, are ya? What do you want?
I should understand any of that. At least buy some potions from her.
And what can I do for you? Go on, then. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Is that all?
So I want to check the board.
Typical nobles. Cowering behind.
you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin, Kupo? Then do I have the billet for you, Kupo? An especially horrible one that locals call Dosmere. Dosmere, while passing along the trail from Lost Wing to Kara Norbit, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind so strong that it bent back the trunks of the old oaks, and heard a cry so terrible that he ran for his life. Questioning the locals revealed that this area was the nesting place of the elder griffin known as Dosmere, a beast much hated for its appetite both for chocobos and for children. Okay. Does it want us to ask more? Is that what the... Yeah, I don't know why it's not. Yeah, okay, so let's just go. Maybe we're doing something out of order? I don't know. Let's see what it allows.
Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Okay. Okay, so I guess we'll do this. Hold on, give me a second. Custom characters and handlers in Palm Desert. Let's see what that's about. Let me pause this for a second. Okay. Looking for actors to portray during our Connect conference taking place public health at JW October 17th to 19th. These days will have many breaks throughout. Okay. I mean, it's October. I'm confused as to We're just applying for it. It's funny because it talks about mascots and handlers, and then the roles that you can actually apply for are brand ambassador, manager, and runner. So it's not really like it doesn't really match up. It leads me to believe that people are not good at telling you what a job is. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we? So, I'll price them turnips.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, and there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that, and even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
What does that mean?
Perhaps I'd live longer if I bade this town farewell. But I've grown rather fond of the old place.
Starting to get hungry. Let's see what time I'm supposed to eat. Like an hour and 20 minutes. Okay. That tracks. Okay.
Stay sharp. We don't know when those bastards will be back.
I'd be down. You know one thing. We'll be getting a proper Rosarian welcome.
I understand. Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Fire it!
That's it.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Oh, I think it's over here.
Let's go.
I mean, I feel like I could probably do it from here. Right? Yeah. Instead of having to go all the way back, like a cray-cray. Let's see if this will make a difference.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
Unwanted violet can. The tails of certain species of scorpion are prized as a delicacy. The trace amounts of poison remaining in their flesh, lending them a certain piquancy. The common marsh scorpion, however, not only lacks a stinger, but subsists on a diet of mudworms and bog moss, lending its flesh an altogether more troubling thing. Okay.
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long. I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm, not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're, welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's Stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
As a metal +1 accessory, the strength of a city is defined by the guard that mans its walls. The strength of a city guard is defined by the pride in their hearts and the laurels on their breasts. This badge provides its wearer with one of the two. Increases defense by 30. Okay.
Well,
do we think it'll let us
certainly not what I expected.
go do the thing?
Monster's taken quite a liking to Lynn. Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without the bloody dust.
Keep with that. If it won't let us use the hunt board, then we will go see this.
Did you come to borrow a book, Sid? Because you can't have this one till we've finished.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. You wish to study the tomes?
The 7 high houses. The highest noble houses of Old Rosaria, of which House Rossfield is the first and foremost. They have their roots in the ruling dynasties of the small independent nations that were united upon the founding of their Duchy. The houses had a prominent voice in dual politics, but this was silenced when the region fell to the Empire and Empress Annabella took Rosaria's reign.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Against the gloom of bygone days, do motes of flame take flight from glory.
A sea voyage this time, is it? I can lend you an oilskin if you're looking to keep the salt off your back.
Typical nobles.
Okay. Okay, so let's just look at it again. He's clearly not doing it. So just so that we know, Karen Norvent, Westgate, Sandbreak. Let's go talk to her.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No. The Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's Eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether, and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Can we see if this is ready for us? Nope.
How did we never hear about these Guardians?
Let's see if we can go there. I just don't think it's gonna, I think it needs to light up. This could be risky. Do we want to risk it? Let's check it out. Griffin, and those are those bat things. I watch it's like, you want to go on a walk? No, I don't want to go on a walk. It would suck if it was like on the other side of there and we can't go there because we haven't unlocked it. It's a griffin, though. I think that this griffin thing's gotta be big. It's might be telling us what those things are. I'm sure we killed this thing before, too. Different area? I think it is. This is a dragon. Oh, it's like grass chill, and it's like chills with us. I don't know what that is. There's that. There's that. And there's also over here somewhere.
If we must.
I'm pretty sure I've been to these places before. It's weird.
Slavers don't even bother. There's talk that the glass gate
These are raptors. Yep. And those are chocobos.
We're not alone.
take them.
Wow. I guess I could be riding a chocobo this whole time. 'I know if I go up this way, there's that little area where I met those people.
20 years we served that man.
Oh, that's sad. I want to pre-order Madden, but I can't afford that right now.
When the crystal cracked.
My sad state of affairs. Okay. So I think are just raptors. I don't think we've gone close to that place yet. I don't know if I can. Interesting. Not coming.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. I can walk from here.
We watch over a corpse that does not yet know it's dead. The least we can do is see it is not defiled any further.
Away, traveler. The penitent's gate remains closed by order of the Imperial throne.
This just means we need to for certain go back. I tried. It doesn't want us to. Let's go talk to what's her
We'll be
name?
over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill. When you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath. were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
Okay. I mean, let's see if it'll let us go do this thing.
Typical nobles.
I'm like waiting to see if it'll do anything on its own. But no. Nope. Yeah, I don't think it's helpful. And even if I just did that alone. Nope.
Here for another of my lectures. How may I help you today?
Conference of grid of important persons in their respective relationships.
Of course.
The Guardians of the Flame, Rosarians driven from their homes by the Blight or the Black Shields gather at the gates of Port Isolde, seeking shelter and succor, but neither are forthcoming. Just a short walk away in the Lazarus district. However, Sir Wade and his band of Guardians make plans to put an end to the Imperial's outrages. See, and I feel like these profiles are the same as what we read in the other things. Which makes me not want to read any of this. An overview of current and past Philistine affairs situation map. Rosaria rising while the forces of Dalmatia bear their fangs at the Empire in the far eastern reaches of Storm. In the far west, the Empire's enemies bear steel instead. And the hope for some old friends, the Guardians of the Flame, rout the Black Shield's main host, putting an end to the cullings that had lately wrecked the province. Following Clive to Drostanus, Clive helps Sir Wade and his Guardians to break the Black Shields, and they return the favor by showing him to the secret tunnels that led to Port Isolde and the mansion of his uncle Byron. After being convinced that Clive is who he claims, Byron lends his nephew a ship that he and Jill might set sail to Drostanus.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Let's go check these other two things, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Typical nobles.
We're gonna go take on this
Could have
thing.
sworn we had a few.
See, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that just shows that you really can't take on more than one thing at a time.
Wouldn't be half as bad with all the bloody dust.
point that out to him. Over there.
Did you come to borrow a book, Sid? 'Cause you can't have this one till...
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. If you have a question for me,
so close.
I should be happy to answer it.
The Iron Kingdom. Oh. Also known in the local tongue as Huron, the Iron Kingdom is an archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craiglust. The Mother Crystal Drake's breath rises from a volcanic island situated just within or without its borders, depending on whom you ask, and has been the subject of long-standing conflict between the Ironblood and the neighboring duchy of Rosaria. The Iron Kingdom's inhabitants shun any contact with outsiders, which has given rise to a unique, if largely inward-looking culture. An archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craiglust. The Mother Crystal Drake's breath rises from a volcanic island situated just within its borders, and is worshipped as a god just as the state religion, the Crystallian Orthodox, dictates. The same religion decrees the use of magic to be anathema, and the bearers and dominants who use it to be sinful aberrations, leading to its even greater discrimination than that suffered by their brethren on the mainland. Given their stated desire to control all the mothers, the Ironblood's attitude to other nations is one of indelible antagonism. The Patriarch, an island nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craiglust. Despite being nominally a monarchy, the Patriarch, the most powerful priest of the Crystallian Orthodoxy, is in truth the most powerful person in the kingdom. He rules from the Isle of Bain Laidlaw, more commonly known in Storm as Mount Tristanus, on which sits the Mother Crystal Drake's breath, focal point of the faith. Here, countless bearers kidnapped from their homes in Storm and Ash are made to suffer in the name of a religion which deems them less than human.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Okay, so we're gonna make this journey. Oh, but we were gonna see if we needed to buy anything. And or sell anything.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Is it business or pleasure? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Is that not equipped? It is. So weird.
You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much.
Really now? You don't say. That's what we're saving up for.
Finished, are you?
Let's go see dude.
What do you need? I always thought I could teach the best of them a thing or two about working with leather. But... oh, I've wasted enough breath talking about it. Be off with you.
Oh, we're gonna need to do that. That's annoying.
And?
Do I need to get more potions from her? don't think we really used any. Watch, now it's gonna let us do it.
Typical nobles.
It's still not letting us do it. It's so weird. Whatever. I guess I could have read that. Oh.
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's mother crystal.
Drake's breath. Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency. Allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go.
Here we go, fire and ice.
I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut.
flood must have spread. It was never as bad as this before. And the only way past them is through them.
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about. The old arboretum is just up ahead. We'll enter the caves from there.
Where we just came from? That looked like that was something new. Um... 2, 3, so it's a 3, 3. 3-2. I have a 3-3 and a 3-2. Oh, this is a 4-3. So I would say Pile Drive and Judgment Bolt. Am I looking at like the right place? Breath of Wind Aerial Blast accessory. I mean, I don't know. Let's go with that. This looks like a bad idea.
Ugh, look at this place. What a mess.
Wait.
It's turned.
Nothing a shield of Rosaria can't handle. Just like old times. Be sure to keep clear of his more.
Believe me, I need to. That's foul.
Don't breathe it in.
See how we're doing. 12 minutes left. Okay. You know what, let me close some of these things on here because I don't want it to overheat. It's not too bad. Okay. I think it restores my health completely, so... Let's do this.
Well done, Tom.
Uh-oh. We'll give one more try at this. Alright, so the 3 strikes are out, and we are going to... Well, I mean, let's see. I was normally going to end the stream in 7 minutes anyways. Let's see. Let's see what's next on our list. Okay, so let's see, games. So this is 16, right? August 8th, 2023. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to stream again today. Technically I could, Yeah, I might. We'll see. If I do, I'll be streaming on Twitch. And unless somebody else has a suggestion, it looks like we would be doing... I'm trying to look for my next, like, Square Enix game that I have on the PlayStation. Or if that's even a thing. I guess it'd be Marvel Avengers. So this would be the next game we played. Okay. Do we want to give it another shot since, like... Because I don't want to just end stream. It's literally 3 minutes. Let's see what we can do in 3 minutes. Which is probably just what we just did. Okay. Weird that it took us back to here. Yeah, is there a way to skip this? Yeah.
Just like old times. Be sure to keep clear of his paw.
Believe me, I mean to. That's foul.
Don't breathe it in.
Well done.
is absolutely fine because you know what? My alarm just went off. So let's get out of here. I'm excited to eat. Yes. No. I didn't save or anything like that. I hope it saves. Again, maybe we'll see you later today on Twitch. Otherwise, maybe tomorrow or something. Bye, everybody.